Hopefully you're enjoying our Halloween theme. So, did you know a study from Forrester Research indicates that 1 minute of video can be equivalent to 1.8 million words, highlighting its substantial impact in conveying messages effectively. So, welcome to the Walking Digital Corridors podcast this morning, where we discuss the latest tips and tricks to empower you to walk digital corridors more effectively. We aim to empower our listeners to have more conversations with their target audience and develop predictability in your pipeline. So today's topic is video in sales. So we aim by the end of this to have given you at least 3 of the best video use cases that you can apply quite literally today. So hopefully quite a practical session. So I'm your co-host, Alex Abbott, founder of Sapiro, also creator of the Conversation Operating System. And I'm going to hand over to Jordan to introduce himself.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jordan Abbott, apparently the resident video expert,
Yes.
seeing as though I work as an SDR at Vidyard. Apologies if I'm a bit bunged up. 'Tis the sneezing and all that. I'm fighting a bit of a cold at the minute, but yeah, glad to be here with you. What's that?
Sneezing, that's the first.
Yeah, someone said it on a call to me yesterday, and I loved it. So it's now part of my my vocabulary.
Brilliant. And Jensen.
Hi, all, Jensen Abbott, BDR at content.ai, and I'll have to apologise as well because I too am also fighting a cold. But yeah, nice to be here.
Cool. Glad you both made it fighting colds. Anyway, I hope you both feel better soon. So with that, as you said, Jordan, you said you're the resident video expert. I agree with you, working at Vidyard. So I suspect you will have a lot of the mic this morning. But as our resident video expert, why is video one of the best tools in our armory as salespeople?
Yeah. So I think the easiest way to break it down is by using the 3 E's of video, or as I know them, the video superpowers. So initially, it's more engaging. So it basically allows us to leverage our body language, our intonation to tell better, more engaging stories. We can make our prospects laugh, smile, whatever emotion you want to feel, you can do so more effectively with a visual. Secondly, it's more educational. Now, the reason being is that we can complement our message with a visual. We know that the human brain processes visual information a lot quicker than text. As you mentioned, a minute video is the equivalent of 1.8 million words. But additionally, it's also a lot more memorable, between sort of 5x to 9.5x more memorable than written text, depending on which research you believe. And then finally, it's more empathetic. And what I mean by that is it gives us an opportunity to be more genuine, more personal. We can really sort of show empathy to the challenges that our prospect or the receiver is facing. And again, that ties into the body language and intonation piece as well. So yeah, those 3 E's are crucial.
Yeah, let's come back to that empathy one in a moment, because I think that's so important for us in sales. And you know, when it's so difficult to actually create a conversation with our target audience, most salespeople don't have the opportunity to express empathy. So by doing so through the power of video, using that as a prospecting tool, I think that's incredibly important. We should dial into that, because remember, we want to give our audience at least 3 use cases to take away and try. Yeah. So Jensen, as BDR at content.ai, a couple of years experience in sales now. what do you? And I've seen you do a number of different videos. What do you enjoy the most about video, and why?
So great question. I just want to jump in there. So also kind of at the beginning, I just want to add, it wasn't enjoyable, me being totally honest. It was a real step outside my comfort zone. It was honestly, if you would look at my camera roll after I shot a video, there would be 30, 40 takes. I wanted to kind of make it as perfect as possible. Also, while checking my hair, making sure my beard looked okay, right? The normal standard stuff kind of a lot most people do when they record a video, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's
Are people really as vain as you though?
yeah, yeah. Well, maybe not, but I mean, look, really, it's just kind of jumping in and doing it and realizing actually, kind of, I need to throw myself out of my comfort zone to kind of move forward with my goals and targets, and that's then when it became enjoyable for me. It's the great story that you told me, Alex, about kind of being I keep forgetting it. Is it unconsciously competent? Kind of
That's it.
when you just get to the point where you just do it without kind of even realizing.
Yeah.
And I think that's
You
what
say that you're there now with video.
I would say happily, yeah. I would say easily. I can now just come up with an idea of video, put my phone in front of me. I don't even need a script anymore. It might just be a couple of words to kind of prompt me on what I'm going to say. So then when I can kind of do the video, it's a bit more natural, right?
Yeah. For our viewers, should we just do that whole kind of unconsciously competent thing?
Yeah.
Can you
Go
remember
on.
it all?
I'll let you explain it because
Okay.
yeah.
So it's this idea of when you try something new, you're consciously incompetent. Like when you first learn to drive a car, right? So you get in the car and you're very conscious that you can't do it. So you need some lessons, you need to practice. And then you go from consciously incompetent to
It's
uh,
just
so
quickly.
unconsciously incompetent is the first one, to consciously incompetent. Then you're consciously competent, so you know what you're doing, you're thinking about it, and you're having to really exert a lot of concentration, let's say, until you get to that point where you've done it so many times that you're unconsciously competent, and you get in the car, go from A to B, and you don't even know what you did between those two points.
Yeah. Exactly that. And
We got there.
and I mean, yeah, we got there in the end. But hey, look, why I enjoy it so much now, it paints a picture for the prospects or the people that I'm talking to. That's one thing that I kind of find annoying now. If I can't see a picture or a video of someone on their LinkedIn profile, I struggle to paint a picture of who they are, how they sound, the type of language or tone that they use.
Yeah.
So really for me, it's there to paint a picture so people know who I am, what I look like. They can hear how I sound. So I'm not pushy. I'm not kind of moany or I don't have this horrible voice. I'm actually very calm,
Oh,
empathetic.
that's debatable.
Yeah.
Um,
But
To Raoul's point, though, Jensen, right? Building relationships is key in
yeah,
sales. Is getting
yeah.
full trust from a text email.
I mean,
exactly.
just to add on that, how disconcerting is it when you jump on a live video call with someone and they've got their camera turned off?
I know.
I don't know if that's just me, but it's a horrible feeling because you can't really connect, and that's what to Rol's point, and that's what it enables you to do is connect and start to build that relationship. Sorry, gents, you were
Oh
saying.
yeah, and that's a great point, right? It's almost trying to make it seem as in person as possible, right? So you're able to build that relationship, kind of find ground with each other. So no, totally get your point, Jordan. I've had it many times where people join, and I've even said to them, "Oh, am I going to see your face today? Is that kind of on the cards?" And normally it's left with, "Oh, my camera's broken," or "I can't get Teams working," which is, I think it's just kind of the odd kind of excuse. But no, look, it's for me, it's really to kind of get a better understanding of the person, what they look like, how can I paint a picture, and really it's that side that also makes it so enjoyable for me. And like you said, Alex, kind of, I've made many videos, so's Jordan. I mean, be sure to kind of check a couple of them out. You can get some inspiration from them. So please do, if you can get some inspiration from them, use that, right? And I think that's another tip for people is don't be scared if you see a video and you like it to recreate it in your own way.
Yeah, it's a good point. So we're getting some lovely comments from people in the audience today. So thank you for that. Please do keep them coming. It helps us, and it can also direct the conversation. LinkedIn user though, tis the sneezing. You're showing as LinkedIn user because of your privacy settings on LinkedIn. If you want to show yourself, just drop your name in there. We'll know it's you. We'll give you a shout out.
I was wondering why you kept pulling that comment up. I was like, oh, we like that one.
Yeah, dad being sad, is it, or something like that? And we haven't quite got the full Abbott family, but here's mum. I'm someone who is quite nervous in front of the camera. What advice can you give? Who wants to have a go at that one? Because I think that's a really good one.
Yeah, I'm happy to jump in there. Roll. I know that you've got to jump. Please do drop me a message, and happy to have a conversation about scaling the approach for sure. So in relation to taking that first step, one of the things is trying to be yourself and have fun with it. And I know that's easier said than done, as you mentioned, Jensen. To make that first video as easy as possible, perhaps just answer a question that you've been given that you know the answer to, that you can just speak verbatim into the camera. If you are thinking about creating a slightly longer video, then have a script, use a teleprompter that will literally show you exactly what to say, and just really concentrate on that script initially, right? That will help you to remove that sort of pressure of the camera watching you. But additionally, remove all expectations from it, and just bring your whole self. And really, it's all about connection rather than perfection. We're not trying to make Hollywood films here. It's just a way to connect someone with someone, to bridge that gap between the FaceTime that you are permitted. So don't put pressure on yourself.
I love that. It's connection, not perfection. So just before we kind of come to an end with 2 or 3 minutes left to go, and also trying to answer Raoul's comment here, what are the top 3 use cases for video in sales? And try and think about the scale aspect there. I don't know if, Jordan, you've got all 3. Jensen, you want to have a go at 1 or all 3? But we've only got a couple of minutes left.
Let Jordan fire away, and I can add in. I can add in at the end.
Yeah. So I'll try and keep it quite concise. So I think the most obvious one is that video prospecting piece. Crucial to keep them between 35 to 45 seconds. After 45 seconds, we see a drop off. After that minute mark, it sort of drops off a cliff. So
good morning, Alyssa, by the way.
Good morning, Alyssa. Try and keep it brief. Couple of ways you can do that. Perhaps you're on their LinkedIn profile. I love to put my profile picture next, or my camera bubble next to theirs, give a little wave across to them.
That's using the Vidyard application though, isn't it?
Yeah. Other brands available.
Okay.
Yeah,
because when you describe it, it's like, well, how do you do that?
Yeah. Good point. In relation to that scale piece, if you are running ABM campaigns, perhaps rather than being on the individual's LinkedIn profile, you're on their website, and you're talking to a problem that that department has, or a hypothesis that you think that department is facing a challenge. So do that.
Can I stop you there, George?
Yeah.
Would you put the third one in the meeting invitation on LinkedIn, because we're about to run out of time, and I think LinkedIn does cut us off, and I do want to say thank you to everybody for joining this morning. We do want to keep these to 15-minute bite-sized chunks so you can get on with your busy day. And if you're interested in how to comment on social, join us at 12:15 today. Have a great day, folks.
Cheers, guys.